Hey, how's it going today? Today, we are completing the last apartment in the Sunset Crest, aka Elder Apartments, save or build. And I can't believe it. I can't believe it's happening. Here we have Mrs. Peggy over here doing some laundry. And yeah, I mean, we're just working on the patio today and the storage unit, and then we'll be completely done. I can't believe it. So let's go ahead. We'll jump into build mode and we'll get this thing on the road. See you in a little bit. So here we are on the patio, and as you can see, we have already pulled out, well, I already had this pulled out anyway for poor Ms. Doris, the kitty. She needed a toilet, so we have her litter box, and we also have a trash can out here to put the litter into. Or the doo-doo litter into. So there's that. Otherwise, we just have a blank slate. Yes. So one thing I haven't mentioned, but I did for all of the units, before I just had like this, it's like the same kind of ceiling that I have inside, which I believe is like it's like gravel something. Anyway, it's like the white version of that. I had it out here in like this tan beige color, but I have actually since changed it so that it looks like decking. So if we look above, it'll be the same flooring. So it just kind of carries over. It's more realistic. I don't know if that makes a huge difference, but I like the details. So just so you know. But yeah, let's go ahead. I've pulled out everything, of course, as always, and we'll go ahead and we'll assemble everything. Yeah, so I've never used this in like a build before that wasn't like a commercial build. So I'm kind of excited, and I was kind of happy to see that this actually fits under here. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see it just barely fits. But I wanted to have this because I believe that Nadine or Peggy, they like to do a little bit of gardening, but they're not like super into it like some of the residents here. And so maybe, let me scoot that in a little bit. I think that maybe Nadine's son, he likes to do a lot of like crafting, and so does his wife. So maybe they built this frame for her and like did all the moss and stuff, because I kind of want the wife. You'll meet her. We'll meet that family. We'll be making their home and stuff in Chestnut Ridge. And by the way, it is Chestnut Ridge. I did check it this time. I'm so proud of myself. So yes, she actually probably is very into gardening, and that's maybe how she makes her living, is like floral arrangement stuff, but not like just regular floral arrangement. Have you ever seen in real life, they make these companies, they'll make like a moss wall, or like made with like preserved moss and things like that. I want to think that's probably what she does. Like maybe she does art with preserved flowers and plants and things. So yeah, I think that would be kind of fun. And they grow everything themselves, that kind of a vibe. And it's probably, that's what I'm thinking, is that maybe a lot of the things that they've got in their home, like I said, like this wagon wheel, maybe he cobbled that for her, for his mother, and she made the arrangement of the flowers, you know, just things like that. And maybe they made this trellis planter for her as well. And I'm using this as like a bit of a divider, so it's kind of off from the cat duty and trash area. Not to a huge extent, but you know, just enough so you don't have to be staring at poo-poo. And then I've got this, which we're going to put on the wall. And I think, again, this is probably a gift from the family for Grandma and Mom. And we've got this barbecue. Originally, I wanted to use this in Joyce's place. So I'm thinking that Joyce is all about convenience, but Nadine she doesn't really care. She doesn't mind to kind of fiddle around with stuff. So she's got this barbecue, and there's like she's got a little wood pile by it that she can kindle the fire and the flame and do all of that. I also have this little citrus plant. Just thought that would be very cute out here. And I would think that maybe one of them, Peggy or Nadine, maybe that's their plant that they brought from their old house from Chestnut Ridge, where maybe they had a little bit of a warmer climate and they were able to get a cutting of it and they brought it here and they just enjoy the freshly squeezed juice. We have this little patio set, and I'm gonna make sure that I turn on move objects so that this can actually be used. And again, I will play test all of this to make sure that it works. And I've got a window box here with some lovely flowers, which I'll be putting on this smaller window. I want to think that, like I said, they do just a little bit of gardening, so these little planters are probably all they can muster. And they probably do help out with the community garden over here as well when it is in season, but they're not like interested in doing like a whole giant thing like Kenji would do or something. So we've got that. Oh, and just a few more touches here. A little table by the barbecue to put food on and, little utensils and things like that. And last but not least, on the patio, we've got the wind chime in red, of course, because that is Nadine's, whatever her name is, personal color choices that she likes. So that is the patio done. So there we go. Whoop, we're down on the pond de floor. Very cozy, very plentiful, very strange view. I'm never going to let that go. But I really like it. I think it's cute as heck. And I think it's comfortable just to come out here. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on the storage unit next. And we'll have some nice little stories in the storage unit. So I'll see you in just a little bit. We are here in the empty storage unit, looking like every other storage unit that we have on the property here. And of course, I have pulled out a few things. So starting with this from the basement pack, I believe. And I'm putting this down here and I'm going to hide it a little bit because I would imagine this is probably Peggy's old wedding photo. And maybe she's just, it's been a little bit, but she's just kind of like, I'm not ready to keep it where I can see it. It's a little too sad for her. And I imagine Peggy's one of those people. She likes to keep a brave front and a cheerful front. But in reality, she's just very sentimental and she doesn't want to think about her husband's passing. Oh, so sad. Oh my God. Why am I doing this to myself? Some gardening utensils again for all these little cutie boos out here. We have some more sentimentality. This is probably Nadine's stuff. Maybe a combination of both. It's just some storage things from throughout the years. And I'm going to have a few things that are like Nadine's son's childhood stuff. Like, for instance, we've got this toy chest and she's kept it for some reason. I don't know why her son wouldn't keep it, but she's kept it. I think that living in Chestnut Ridge, maybe her husband, her now dead husband, unalived husband, Maybe he was a maker himself, and so his son kind of followed in the footsteps. And so maybe that toy chest, where am I? Oh, there I am. Maybe this toy chest was made for the son, and she just kind of kept it in memory of her husband. Oh my gosh. We didn't come here to cry today. I know. But you know what? Also, it's a little bit sad just because this is our last elder apartment that we're furnishing. I know. We've got just a bunch of books and an old suitcase. And I think, again, this is probably Nadine's husband's stuff. I'm sorry, Peggy's husband's stuff. I figure that Peggy's husband was like complete opposite of Peggy. Like maybe he was very bookish. And so you'll see we have a ton of books and things like that. Whereas she's more outgoing and he was more introverted and kind of like always had his nose in a book. And maybe they brought out those sides in each other that they were kind of lacking. So yeah, that's what we've got there. Some just old things, maybe from old houses that they just brought with them that they don't really have room for or have the taste for anymore. Got some old records, which I'm going to kind of place behind here. And not all of this stuff is nostalgic stuff for them or like from their old, like their husband or something. Some of it's just stuff that they have that they can't really find a place for, like this rug. Yeah. So that rug, by the way, is from Nostalgia Living Stuff Pack by a Winged Llama. As I say, as always, this is the only CC pack that I'm using in this entire building. So if you're going to be downloading this when it is available today, which it will be available today, by the way, you can finally download this if you are interested. All the stuff is in my description box. You can find my gallery name and stuff like that. And again, if you're going to be downloading this, you're going to need to have to be able to see it. You're going to have to tick the little box that says custom content because this contains custom content. So yeah, good story. But yeah, it's the only CC pack that we're using in this entire thing, and I've said that about a million times throughout this entire journey, probably in every episode. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good one. I didn't really set out to make like all of my CC be in my like first few months of being on YouTube from this particular pack, but it's really helpful for what I've been wanting. So I'm kind of here for it. So now I'm just putting in these boxes. I feel like these are just, you ever know, okay, especially for an older person when they're not they're used to living in an analog world. So these are probably just full of like old receipts from like the 70s and 80s that they're never going to use, or like invoices and things like that. But it's like, they just kept them because they're going to need them someday. That's what I imagine is in these boxes. It's probably like Nadine's husband. If he had some kind of a like business where he did tool stuff, woodworking, manly thing, then he probably has like a bunch of like old receipts, and she's just like, oh, those were his things, and well, if the IRS comes, then they're gonna need it. And her son's like, Mom, everything is digitized now, and that's been like millions of years ago. And she's just like, well, I'm not getting rid of it. Yeah, so I'm sure that's probably what's going on. We've got a bucket because you never know when you're gonna need a bucket. Yep, that's what you can put on my tombstone. And we've got some little storage bins. Again, I don't think there's anything that's like too special in there, but yeah, some storage bins. More storage. I think it's one of those things where, and you have a room like this, things just collect. You don't really even know necessarily what's in all of these boxes unless you go through them. But who wants to go through them because they're in storage, right? Yeah. But we've got some cat food because, again, Doris got to eat. And she's hungies. You have to have enough for Doris because look at this. She needs a lifetime supply. That's her. That's her right there on the outside. That would be cute. I want Doris to be the mascot of the cat food. That's cute. She is a gray stripy tabby kitty. Oh, she's cute too. This is the last one, but I'm having a blast putting her in the videos because it's just really cute seeing like the kitty facial expressions. I love it. We've got this tiffin box. I used to have a tiffin box, but it was like plastic, and I think I got it like way back in the day to like take to work with me, like when I had a desk job, and I don't think I really used it very often, but I like when I did, I was like, I'm cool, look at my tiffin box, because here in the US they weren't that common back then. Back in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. Yeah, I thought I was hot stuff. Thought I was the coolest. Was doing things. Here's some more books, probably from Peggy's husband. But I mean, books are books. Somebody backing up outside. Can you guys hear the beep, beep? We've got some more boxes. I mean, that's basically what we're doing, is filling up these shelves with boxes. Don't know whose papers these are, whose files. And then we do have some belongings. And maybe these are some things that we just can't part with. You know, I have a very special item that I'm going to be putting on next. And this is a little bit of a hidden item, kind of hidden behind here. This cologne was Peggy's husband's. And maybe when she feels a little bit lonely for him, she'll come and she'll sniff some of it. Oh, so sad. We might get interrupted here in a bit because I'm baking bread today, and I think my timer's about to go off. Yeah, I'll be right back. The bread is waiting to go in. I'm just heating up my Dutch oven now. But where were we? Yes, so we come in here and we have a little sniff for Peggy. I'm not laughing. It just seems really sad, and like I can't imagine how that would be. So yeah, she's got a little bit of his cologne stash over here. And we've got some little books, like folders and things like that. Again, I don't know really what's in here. Maybe there's some photo albums. Maybe there's just some like old work manuals. You know how people keep stuff like that? I might need it. And then I'm talking about my husband. Let's really be honest. What? He watches my videos, so that's why I'm putting those in there. I have to. I've got to. We've got this trophy set. It is clipping slightly, but nobody gonna know. Nobody gonna know that it's clipping. And I don't know, maybe that's one of the girls. I don't know. I would think, again, maybe Peggy. She's always been a little bit more athletic, a little bit more active. Maybe she like ran track and field or something. I don't know. I know these are probably like poker chips inside of here. I don't know. Maybe they're jewels. I don't know. And some more books. And yeah, these are slotting here. Thank goodness. I think these are it. I think this clothing pile. This is just random clothing pile. I don't know who these belong to. They could be the husband's. They could be just some random, like, out of season clothing. You know, just when you're not really wearing them, just store them. I don't know. They're not really stored very well, but it's whatever. And I think that is it. I think I got it all. Let me make sure nothing is floating in the air. No. I'm pretty sure we got it all. So let's have a look and see what that looks like. That looks cute. I like that. I think that's nice. And very slowly, into the storage unit. A little bit cluttered. but a lot of storytelling, as a lot of these in this building have been. So I tell you what, let's go ahead. We'll get into tour mode, and we will go ahead and tour the last apartment in this building. I never thought we would get here when we were making all those weird roof lines a couple of months ago, but we're here. So let's go ahead and we'll get our last tour in. So here we are at the apartment of Peggy and Nadine. And yeah, this is the outside of it. We've got some pretty flower planters out here, baskets and things, a pretty wreath. And again, I think that this is probably something that maybe her daughter-in-law made for Nadine, maybe a combination of that and then planting some pretty things. But I definitely want to think that maybe she made that wreath for her. And we've got a pretty little flowered doormat. And we'll head inside. Yes, so I have not put the pictures into those frames yet. I keep forgetting to do that. But we have a lovely little sitting area here with a dining table, little TV area. Oh my gosh, look at those kitty cuddles. Perfect, perfect. Oops, looks like they froze. Are you guys okay? Oh, okay. This game is a little cursed. So here is from this angle. Let's zoom out a little bit, she says as she zooms in. And now that we've zimzellabimmed out a little bit, let's go over to this kitchen area. Very cute. Yeah, I really think putting those little copper molds really makes this place. Oh, I also put the tea set out over here. I had it originally on the dining table, and that just didn't work out. They couldn't eat at the table. It was a mess. So we're going to go ahead and head into... Oh, and then we've got the kitty area over here as well. Very disorganized, I'm sorry, this tour. We're heading into Peggy's little neat and airy bedroom. It's got all the things that she's going to need. And yeah, just a sweet little quiet, serene, I guess I would like to say. And it does look a little bit sterile. I think it's because maybe all the like really sentimental things she's packed away because she doesn't really want to be sad every day, which yeah, I get it. I get it, Peggy. We're here for you, ma'am. We are going around to the little tight closet area. Here's the linen closet. And this is the bathroom, which I believe we've seen. Very nice. Out back into the hallway and into this door, which is the main bedroom, and that is Nadine's bedroom. And I love this room. I'm so pleased with how this turned out. All of the colors. When I was thinking about making the elder apartments, this is the room that I had in mind. And I love the snow falling outside. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think we've done it. We have come full circle. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on this journey with me. I am so pleased that we were able to make this place and all of the cool characters that we were able to meet here. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. But as I said before, I am going to be actually making a lot of these. Oh, look at the snow. Oh, so nice. I'm going to be making a lot of the families and such for this, for the communities, like families and whatnot. And then we might visit them from time to time just to check up and see how they're doing. I don't know. I mean, I'm a builder. I don't really like play on screen that often. Oh, there's Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Oh, she has this place decorated up, even though it's not Christmas anymore. In the game, it's actually like New Year's Eve, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, that is the Elder Apartments, aka Sunset Crest. And yeah, it's not a very cute building, but it's functional. Honestly, the buildings like this aren't cute in real life, and I've seen buildings like this, so I kind of wanted to make one. It's interesting. It's not the prettiest right now with all the brown flowers and stuff, although somehow that hosta has staying power. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but oh, look, they even decorated the little garden. So nice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna miss this. This is one of my favorites. Oh, who's that? Is that Zui? Bye. Oh, why can't we see this tree? Hello. There we go. This is one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorite builds, and I really just enjoyed kind of like making all the characters and all of how their houses would be, their backstories, all their little intricate things like that. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this too. Please leave me a sweet comment, leave me a like, and subscribe. We are nearly, and probably hopefully by the time this video posts, we might be at 20 subscribers. I mean, for me, I never thought anybody would actually be looking at this, so I really appreciate you guys so much. I hope that you like what we've been doing, and yeah, like, I don't know what we're going to be doing next as far as this kind of stuff is concerned, but I would really, really like to make another type of like apartment house or something like that. Yeah. Oh, Joyce, look at her. She's just doing so much. I love Joyce. Joyce is one of my favorite Sims that I've ever made. I know I get like attached to all of my Sims, but like Joyce, just her energy and just all of it. Just all of it. But thank you. Oh, we're in a tree. We're in the trees. Let's get out of the trees. But like I was saying, thank you guys so much again for joining me and for being a part of this journey with me. This is exactly what I wanted to make, and I'm so pleased with all of this. And just even looking at the outsides of the units, I can remember what I was doing. Oh, look, there's Annie. What's she doing? What's she doing? She being weird? She's weird. Yeah. We're peeping in on Annie. What's she doing? She talking to herself or her kitty? Probably to a cat. Let's hope it's a cat. Anyway. It's things like that. Like, I love these characters. They're so great. But I think the next, besides Burdette's Diner, which we'll be finishing up very soon, I think the next things we'll be doing is tackling some of the children of these Sims. And I think we're going to start with the Woodard children. So I think I want to make Christina Joy's family's house. I have actually put them in a house that is a temporary one. And I've given her her child. I think she's still pregnant right now. I did impregnate her. I mean, I didn't impregnate her, but I made a sim that would impregnate her. So yeah. We've got all that coming up on the channel, and I'm so excited. I know. I've been wasting a lot of time just like going around, but I'm enjoying myself. I don't want to leave. Come on. Oh, gosh. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Make good choices, and I will see you next time. Bye.